Hey everybody, Jason from Major 1978 from Sweaty Heroes, and you can see my face in these videos again. So the bad news is my Chromebook finally died. RIP my 2019 Chromebook, which was given to me from a friend, so it was a personal gift. The good news is that my buddy gave me an old laptop, and we can see my face again because the old Chromebook was not working, so you couldn't use the camera, you couldn't use the headphones. And so that's enough of my personal life. Let's talk about Free Comic Book Day 2026 specifically. So I'm going to show you a whole bunch of stuff, a stack of comics here, and not all of them are going to be from 2026. They're going to be just free giveaways from the last couple years. But I'm going to show you some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so first of all, we have these Marvel must-haves, and this one reprints Amazing Spider-Man 39 from 2024, so that volume, Avengers 7, and Moon Knight number 1, obviously the 2024 volumes of those series. The Spider-Man one particularly is during the Gang War, which had Hammerhead and Tombstone, and drawn by John Romita Jr., who has been doing Spidey since the 80s, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Gang War. But anyways, these were kind of like previews just to get you jumping on points to read three different comic books, and Marvel did a few of these. Another one here is with we'll put this here. And another one here is Marvel Must Have. This one including Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. I don't want to sing the whole song because, but it's by the guy who did the Spectacular Spider-Man animated cartoon of the 2000s. It has Miles Morales and Peter Parker, and it's a fun story. Who does it feature that was kind of fun? Oh yeah, it has the vermin in here, and it has yeah, kind of. Anyways, and so then we have two other stories from Avengers Twilight and a series called Gods are in here as well. So again, these were preview things that these were not meant to be sold, so they were meant to be given away. So if you see them in a dollar bin, remember that the original cover price was $0. Okay, here's some free comic book days, and they're a mix of mostly 2026, but I do have some from 2024, 2025 mixed in here, just because they're in the same pile. I hope you don't mind. 20th Century Studios is actually Marvel Comics, and here we have Aliens, Predator, and Planet of the Apes. All those are 20th Century Studio properties. I've enjoyed the Planet of the Apes stories that I've read, and then so and this also has a preview that they're going to do Predator on the Planet of the Apes. So if you go by crossovers, the Predator has been, well, first of all, Dark Horse was doing Aliens and Predator were first by Dark Horse for many years until 20th Century Studios was bought by Disney, and so that's why Disney now is doing them at Marvel. But you had Batman versus Predator, for example, and then you had all a whole. I can't. There was Archie versus Predator actually, and then now there's Marvel versus Predator, and then Planet of the Apes versus Predator. So, if just using Predator and Aliens, you can get wild and trace the multiverse in terms of how many crossovers you have. It's kind of fun. Here we have Amazing Spider-Man and the new Ultimate Universe that was created in the 2024 or 25, and this was fun. And the art team of Joe Kelly and John Romita Jr. Doing this story actually, and a preview. It's a preview of the Amazing Spider-Man, the volume 1 from 2025 that came out. Then we have now we see that it says Comics Giveaway Day. This is because a publisher, because there's two different publisher distributors. One has free comic book day, one has free. I was calling it free comics giveaway day. Same, it means the same thing. Obviously, it doesn't mean that you get to get all the comic books right for free. But here we have Amazing Spider-Man and Queen in Black, and it includes a Hulk story. And John Romita Jr. again on art. This is Atlas Comics. Atlas was from before Marvel became Marvel, it was Atlas, and this was a range of like more horror and like comedy stories and all kinds of 50 stories. There's a fun story that's kind of a nod to Seductive and Innocent in here, and a lot of cool stuff. Let me go a little faster because of the time. We got Armageddon, Avengers Armageddon, featuring the X-Men, and this is Zdarsky doing the story. This was kind of cool. This was not from 2026, but Cursed Verse was an independent publisher, and these are kind of new characters, and I kind of thought they were kind of neat. So the one character, this bombshell character, is like a 1940s throwback character, and then you had, I guess they also have done publishing. They're taking some Golden Age characters and dusting them off and doing stuff with them, like the Black Bat, and then also they have done a variety of other type of series that you would. Okay, so here we have the Energon Universe 2024. That's a cool Megatron cover. Make sure you guys see. Then we have Energon Universe 2026. This is introducing MASK Mask, and it has stories regarding Void Rivals and Transformers and G.I. Joe by the Robert Kirkman Skybound Image Transformer comics, which I find funny because Image is creator owned, but then Transformers is toy owned. Flash Gordon. I've read this issue of Flash Gordon. It was really a lot of fun and is kind of a new, fresh take, but still classic take on the Flash Gordon character. Which was a comic strip and movie serials in the 40s. If you didn't have Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers, you wouldn't have Star Wars. Then we have Garfield by Boom Studios. It should be noted that this Garfield, though, is a comic book and not the Jim Davis comic strips. So, Mark Avener, who wrote Drew the Wanderer with Sergio Aragonés, and has done many, many titles. He wrote a lot of these stories, but it's not the creator Jim Davis doing it. Greatest American Hero was a kitschy TV series in the 70s. It's kind of a comedy about a guy who got a super suit. So this is kind of fun to see Greatest American Hero as a comic book. This is for mature readers, teen readers, but it's kind of like a Babylonian take on like a character like Wonder Woman. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was pretty well written, but I do think that it should have been given specifically to teens and up. That's the age group that I would say it's for. But this is Lego Batman, so that's kind of fun. I accidentally got 2 copies of Masters of the Universe, not intentionally. There's an Oz one that I wanted to get, and I wish I got the Oz one instead of 2 copies of Masters of the Universe. Supergirl, A Woman of Tomorrow is, of course, being adapted. A lot of the story being adapted into the Supergirl film that's going to come out in 2026 at the time of this video. And then Superman, Time and Time Again, is a classic Superman story that kind of is the beginning of the Triangle era of Superman. And so Marvel has their Epic Collection, DC has DC Finest, and this is kind of showing you like a preview of what that is. Take care, and we'll talk more Sweaty Heroes next time.